thought I'd showcase some of my empties for the year. Now, this is something I think I should be pretty proud of. I always love it when I'm able to finish my perfumes. You know, it's someone who has quite a large collection. I think I find this as a pretty monumental task to be able to finish some of my perfumes, whether they are travel size, minis, full size, testers, roller balls, whichever. So this has been my empties since, I believe, November. So that's about 6 months in the making. And again, I'm pretty proud of this, you know, just to showcase a couple of them, actually all of them. You know, we've got Juicy Couture's Hollywood Royale, and I love this one so much that I actually bought a backup of it, but of course in a smaller one. This one is a really nice candied apple and caramel scent. A couple other Juicy Couture lines. We have, you know, Viva La Juicy itself. This is Viva La Juicy Couture La La. This one's very nice, very citrusy, white floral fruity scent, and I love the little crystal charm on it. Very cute. Now these two were both, I believe, 0.25 ml bottles. Let me see here. Actually, these were half fluid ounces, so 15 ml. 15 ml. And this one here was the full size. I had a little tester of Chloe, which I am in love with. Like, I didn't think I could love a perfume so much as this little tiny one here. It made such an impact. So small, but such a big impact. Look how cute this bottle is. I bought this as a tester at Nordstrom Rack. I bought this one and Nomad. Because, you know, you hear so many good things about it, but the price, I was very iffy on making such a big commitment to because of how expensive it was. But y'all, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm getting this one. She's on my wish list. She is on my wish list. I loved her. So quickly finished that one. This one was Givenchy's Irresistible. This one was very nice, very sweet pear and ambrette scent. Very lovely one. Very strong. Very strong. She lasted a while. It took me a while to finish this one off, even for just a small bottle, but I love this one. I got this one as a gift from my mom just to test it out. But I liked that one a lot. We have a couple Philosophy scents. This one I had bought when they were released. I bought this one along with Amazing Grace. So this is the Amazing Grace Jasmine and Amazing Grace Bergamot. Amazing Grace Jasmine was nice over the summertime. This one had mixes. It's a white floral with a coconut water scent. This one was very pretty. I loved this one a lot. My husband liked this one a lot too. Amazing Grace Bergamot was also nice. This one had very strong shampoo vibes, fresh and clean. This one was very nice. It made me think of a Herbal Essence shampoo. So both of these were great. I loved them both a lot, and I'm still working on finishing Amazing Grace soon. I bought this rollerball version of Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana. This smells like a rich woman. A rich woman, your rich auntie. She smells good. That's it. She smells pretty, clean, put together. This was a very nice white floral. Can you tell that I'm a big fan of white florals? But I quite liked Dolce. I was expecting a little more for it, especially because of how expensive this rollerball was, but I liked her. I liked it a lot. I also purchased these two Marc Jacobs. This came in like a 2-for-1 packaging, if I remember correctly. So this was Marc Jacobs Perfect and the Perfect Intense. And what's nice with these is that these were the spray bottles, so I liked that one a lot. I think my favorite was the Intense. I liked the Intense much more than I liked the original Perfect. I think the rhubarb was a little too sharp for my nose. Oh, just opening the cap, I could still smell it. But I loved the Intense. The Intense version was a beautiful, creamy, almond, nutty scent, and this was lovely over the winter. I wore this during a snowstorm, and while I was inside, and you're all snuggled up and warm in your sweaters and blankets. This was a beautiful, beautiful scent. So these were done. Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely. Now, it took me a while to like this. I think the sharpness of the citrus when it opened and the patchouli. Now, I do like patchouli, and I think this was the scent that cemented my love for patchouli, even though I had a rocky start with it. But after, I loved how clean, floral, musky, earthy scent this was. This was exactly that, lovely. And I think I would definitely repurchase this one in a larger size. This was just a beautiful, beautiful scent. I've got my two Burberry Brits here. Now this was Burberry Brit Sheer and the original Burberry Brit. I love these both. I think I like the Brit more than I like the Sheer. Or maybe I like the Sheer more. It depends on my mood, to be honest. I love them both a lot. I had a larger size of the Burberry Brit, but I gave it to my sister because of how much she loved it also. But yeah, I think I ran through this bottle in maybe a month or so. A month, and then this one I also wore in another month. This was great during the fall, the original Burberry Brit. And the Sheer version was better for the warmer days, so early spring. So yeah, these were great. JLo Glow. I love JLo Glow. I love this scent so much. This was one of my first purchases when I started collecting. And I bought the 100 ml. I think this was the only one that they had available. And I think this was a little bit of my signature for maybe a few months. I wore this so many times. This was great. I wore it for work. I wore it for bed. I wore it to go out. It was just a very clean, soapy scent. This smelled exactly like Dove soap to me. Dove soap or like Nivea lotion. I loved it. And every time like I pass by the stores and I see another bottle, I'm like, I could definitely pick up another one, but I won't. I need to use some of my other ones and give them just as much love as much as I loved JLo's Glow. I also have quite a few Toka scents. This was my favorite, Toka Colette. Oh my God, this surprised me so much how much I loved this one. This is a beautiful woody, like a very woodsy scent. I wasn't expecting to like it so much. I hear it's a good dupe for Byredo's Gypsy Water. And if, my bank account ever reflects the time that I could ever afford, Byredo's Gypsy Water, I would totally purchase it. Allows me to afford Byredo's Gypsy Water. It would definitely be in my collection. But Toka Colette is a beautiful one, and I would recommend anyone to get this one. This is a beautiful, beautiful scent. I used this in probably a month. This is the little dabber bottle. I wish I could have gotten it in the spray form, but I loved this one. And I think that's a recurring theme for all of the scents that I use up. I love each and every single one of them because that's the point of getting perfumes. I feel it's not right to just have them sit there and collect dust. So I try to make a big effort in really using and really appreciating a lot of the perfumes and fragrances that I have, because they make me happy, they make me feel good, they make me smell good, and maybe it's a form of therapy at this point. Another one I had was, these were little test bottles. They came in a 3-pack, so this was Tocca Florence, and this is a white floral balm. This is a gardenia balm. You have to love white florals and gardenia to love Tocca Florence. And if you do, she will treat you right. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Another one I had was Tocca Stella. Tocca Stella. Now, this one reminded me a little bit of Britney Spears's, I believe it's Curious, the blue crystalline bottle. This one was very reminiscent to Britney Spears' Curious, and I liked it. I like this one. And last I had Tocca Cleopatra. This one was not my favorite. It's actually very similar to Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely, but there was something a little bit more earthy in this one that I didn't necessarily like. I'm not too sure if maybe the citrus combined with the patchouli at the base, but I wasn't too much of a fan of this one. I think I liked Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely more. I think that was a more cleaner version of Cleopatra, but that isn't to say that it's not a nice scent. It was nice, but I much preferred Lovely. But nonetheless, I still finished it just because it was a small enough bottle that I could. But yeah, just thought I'd show you guys some dents and empties for the year. This took about 6 months to finish off all of them, and I think this is just little something to be proud of. You know, if you finish off any of your scents, I always commend you. You know, if there's anyone who knows what do we do with the empty bottles, definitely let me know in the comments, because I've had them just sitting in a little shoebox in my closet because they're small enough in the meantime, but I don't want to, accumulate empty perfume bottles. Some of them might be nice for display, but I've already got so much that I don't feel the point in that. Do we recycle them? They're empty, so there's no hazardous alcohol material in them. But yeah, let me know. Also, let me know if there are any perfumes that you've just recently finished, either within this month, this year, the past 6 months. You know, I'd love to know if there are any of your favorites. Would you repurchase them? Because I definitely know I have a couple here that I would most certainly repurchase, but I've got to practice some self-control and not keep buying and rebuying the same perfumes over and over again, even though I totally would. But yeah, if you like this video, definitely give me a big thumbs up. I'd love to know what you think. You can always find out more of my other videos through my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.